Hey, what's up guys? This is Shane and Kristen. Hello. We just got here for the 4-hour adventure race. So we'll just show real quick like what we brought and whatnot up till now. So of course we came in the truck, we brought the bikes, bike pump, helmets, some shoes, clothes to transition from different things. So there's like the canoe, the mountain bike, trek, mountain bike, biker shorts with the pad for your ass, which I definitely recommend if you're gonna be spending a bunch of time on a bike. Brought a tarp and like a big old bin to like bring everything in. So that bin is what we brought everything in. We threw it in the back of the truck with the bikes and called it a day. And oh, what's that?
X for
Yeah. No, you're is facing me. Okay, so yeah, just the bikes, the bins, got our backpack with hydration bladder, and some gaiters to keep the rocks from falling into your socks, little animal repellent, sorry. So we've got sunglasses, hat for the sun, a battery charger, portable battery, and a little crush-proof, waterproof box here with a couple of gloves for like Vaseline for like foot care and stuff, some body glide, some ibuprofen, and Benadryl in there, just in case you come in contact with anything you're allergic to. We've got our safety whistle and stuff in here. Extra carabiner, Kristen needed that. And just some food, so a couple peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and yeah, that's all I can really think of as far as what we've brought. Change of clothes for afterwards. A lot of folks have brought tables and chairs so that you can do what Kristen's about to do right here, and so we pulled up, we left everything in the truck, we walked up to the check-in point, we checked in, and they gave us our t-shirts, and then they gave us our map here. So right there's our map. As you can see, they gave us this, which is an electronic card, and this is how we check in at the checkpoints. So we're gonna use that to check in at the checkpoints. And they gave us this sheet. So this sheet pretty much says you're starting on the paddle, then you're gonna bike, trek, bike, and then there's some bonus check-ins back here. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Obviously you need a compass, so Kristen has been trying to figure out how to use the compass over the past week or so. I think she has a pretty good handle on it, so we're gonna see what happens. So you can see our start point right there. Staging, no, not the staging area. So yeah, so we're gonna start on this lake, canoe somewhere, go somewhere, and try and come back. Where's the other, what other card did they tell you to bring?
Oh, the UTM plotting tool. We're not going to have to use that because they pre-plotted all of the points for us.
And there you have it.
Yeah.
So,
If they had given us like coordinates and we had to figure out where the points were, then we would use that tool.
So they told us you had to have a UTM plotting tool because if they give you coordinates, you have to find them on the map. Is that correct? But with the map they gave us, we don't actually need it. Maybe because we're beginners doing the 4-hour course, would you think? So it's a less of an expert level, but maybe that's something we'll need for the 24-hour course. So anyway, we've got about 40 minutes before pre-race briefing. So pre-race briefing is 11:30 and we start at 12. And there we go. So we will check in with you guys in a little bit. Thanks. All right, guys, our master navigator, Kristen, has been figuring out how to get us to the first checkpoint. Say hi, Kristen. All right,
no pressure.
So tell us a little bit about what's going on here.
Okay,
so sorry, dear. So first, here's our start point, and we're starting on a canoe, and right there's CP1, CP2, CP4, CP3. As we go over the map, there's checkpoint 5, 14, 12, 13, and transition area, and so on and so forth. So, okay, so tell us how we're gonna get from the start to checkpoint 1.
Yeah, so we start with a paddle, and this shows us our start point. The other thing that I'm looking at is this declination scale that we need to account for. So I'm just gonna adjust this 6 degrees. And then I'm going to put our compass at our start and then line it up with our first checkpoint.
So she's got the compass making a straight line. The edge of the compass is making a straight line from the start to CP1.
And then I'm just gonna rotate the bezel until these grid lines line up with north.
So those black grid lines inside there?
Line up with the orange, grid lines on the map.
Okay.
And that should be our bearing, is about 118 degrees at the top of the bezel there.
Okay, so bearing of 118 at the top of the bezel.
Then we're gonna take this and spin around until our red arrow is in its shed.
So what's that called? Red in the shed?
And then we'll
red in the shed.
Red in the shed, and then we'll just follow.
What are we following?
The compass, the direction of our travel.
So this center mark right there, the front center part of the compass, is actually telling us where to go once we set our bearings and keep red in the shed as we travel.
Correct.
And how sure are we about all this?
About 50%.
Cool.
We'll find out at the first checkpoint.
Sounds good.
So we'll just do that as we go. And figure it out.
Yeah.
Should be interesting to do while paddling.
Yeah, for sure. So and some of these guys have like clipboards on their bicycles, and they've got waterproof plastic bags for their maps, and we don't have any of that shit. So we'll see how it goes. Yo, what's up, guys? So I've got the buttery bro shades on. It means it's about to get serious. Here's Kristen. Where's your buttery bro shades?
I don't want to run with them on.
Oh, she doesn't want to run with her shades. So here are the start line. We've got all of our canoes and stuff. We've set our compass where we think we know where we're going, out that way somewhere. Yeah. Which way?
That way.
That way. That's what I said, out that way somewhere. And yeah, here's the start line. So we're about to go for a little loop of a run, which I think just kind of separates some people. A couple people go out on bikes, and the majority of us are starting on the kayaks or canoes. So we'll see how it goes. So we flipped the canoes. I flipped the canoe. And then we swam it back to shore, and then we started the canoe. We found one of the 4. Well, Kristen says technically we found 3. Okay, so one we didn't. We saw 2. we got really close to one, but there was a fishing boat in the way, so we didn't navigate any further, and it wasn't super obvious, so we didn't like get out and actually go get it, nor did we actually see it, but we were there. And the good news is all of Kristen's bearings that she put before we went on the canoe were correct. So when we got on the water, she just was, hey, this direction with the compass. Once you get to the checkpoint, it's a little bit trickier to actually find it once you get in the vicinity. So that's all part of it. Since we swam in really cold water, we just came back, did complete wardrobe changes in the truck, and now we're heading out on the mountain bikes. So we'll bike, trek, bike, and see what happens next. Peace. All right, so our first checkpoint on the bicycle. Yep, first checkpoint on the bikes. We started up at the park and didn't think we were going the right way because we had to go down a boat ramp and then saw a tiny little trail to the left, which took us under the interstate, and then just followed our map and our bearing, and we were like, oh cool, we are going to the right place because right here's the checkpoint. So Sarah, how do you do the checkpoint?
I guess we're gonna stamp this.
So right there is a punch, and so you can either punch your sheet, or we have the key, and sometimes there's a little electronical thing on here for the key to go into, and then it beeps. So key or punch, and that's your checkpoint. Did we get it in there?
I guess so.
And see it? Little 4 dots. Cool. There's our punch. And that's it. We're going to trek on down and see where this takes us. Where are we going next?
So we need to get over to here.
Well, where are we right now? So we started
here.
right there. We went under the highway along the water to see point 5.
So we're gonna follow this and pick up, looks like Good Neighbor Trail here, and then
Go to 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna follow this down a ways, but
So what is all this red area? A quarry? It looks like.
That's a good question.
Do we have any hints for C.6?
Restricted area.
Okay, so all the red is restricted area, so we go along that. Checkpoint 6, it just says depression.
Depression.
Huh, we've already reached that.
Yeah,
so
we're there.
We reached that when we flipped the boat, so that's awesome. Yay. All right, see you soon. All right, baby, so we finished the race. What'd you think?
We made it.
How was it?
It was hard.
Yeah, what was hard?
Biking and quicksand was really hard.
Biking and quicksand?
Biking and quicksand was really hard.
Was navigating easy?
Navigating was way more difficult than I expected it to be.
Yeah.
But we definitely like learned some things that'll make us more efficient next time. I think we have the basics down. We just need to practice.
Yeah, for sure. Have the basics down, just need to hone it in. How many checkpoints did we find?
Gosh, I don't even know. Like, how many did we actually get?
How many did we actually get? 2?
I think we got 2 on the trek, 1 on the bike, and 1 on the paddle.
2 on the we got 1 on the trek that we were supposed to get.
We definitely hit 2
the
of them.
other
Whether or
one,
not they were supposed to be ours is
yeah, okay.
still up for debate. But we definitely hit 2.
But we might, that other one might have been ours. Now, after talking with those other people, because they weren't marked how we thought they were marked.
I think we got credit for 2 on the paddle because there was a malfunction. But
yeah, there's 2 on the paddle that we actually found and got to. 1 we just didn't get out of the kayak and go hit it because they said it was broken and constantly beeping, and there was another kayak in front of us getting to it that was blocking our way, so we're like, we hear it beeping, we've already flipped over a canoe today, so we'll just keep on moving. But we did actually navigate to it.
We did navigate.
Yeah, we did
correctly,
navigate to it correctly, not by luck.
We tested the waterproof capabilities of our GoPro.
Our GoPro's still surviving even after flipping the canoe.
iPhone still to be determined.
Yeah, we actually think Kristen's iPhone might still work, maybe. And so how many would you say that we properly navigated ourselves to? Probably just the 2 in the kayak. Yeah, the other ones people helped us find, or we like tagged up with people and they kind of pointed us in the right direction, kind of followed people. So yeah, it wasn't easy. It's definitely more than just showing up and doing hard work. There's no hard work to be done if you don't know where the hell you're going. So you actually need a navigator, and you need people who know how to navigate. That's really important. And
Flip that around.
Really important. Have people who know how to navigate. So that is 99.99% of it. Everyone else can just be along for the ride, trekking along. But you actually need to know where you're going. And what we think we would do different next time is like not only shoot the bearing off the map from point to point, but then also draw on the map to scale, and either time, like, hey, that's 400 meters away, we're gonna walk for 3 minutes or 5 minutes. So either time it that way or count steps, or stuff like that, because it's you got to shoot the bearing. You've got to know how far it is between your different points. You need to write all that on the map so that you can keep moving. And then once you get close to it, it's like a scavenger hunt. You got to find the fucking thing. So that was it. Pretty fun-ish. But looking forward to more. Bye.